Before Charlie was cooking, Stephen Thompson called and told him that YouTube local operations have already been bought. He turned on YouTube and saw that the video has been restored, and it is indeed the first one to open on the screen for all users. The number of likes has grown rapidly, and now it has exceeded 5 million. This makes him feel happy. What he want is this feeling. It seemed that the Wu family was really uncomfortable now. This video, it will at least hang on YouTube for a while. The Wu family must be uncomfortable, but they definitely have nothing to do. When the meal was ready, Charlie put away his mobile phone and came out of the kitchen with the food. Only then did he discover that his wife Claire had also returned and was sitting in the living room looking at the phone. Not only Claire was looking at his cell phone, but his father-in-law Jacob and his mother-in-law Elaine were all looking at the cell phone. Elaine sighed as she watched. The Liu family and the two masters are really brave, so speaking of the Wu family, can't the Wu family kill them? Claire looked very nervous. She recognized Lu Ming in the video. The pour hanging on Lu Ming's forehead was the one that she watched. At first, she went to the hot springs with her husband Charlie and her girlfriend Elsa. They had a little conflict with Lu Ming in the parking lot. Later, Mr. Orville suddenly appeared and helped Charlie beat Lu Ming severely. Later, it was also Charlie who asked Mr. Orville to engrave the words, "pour hanging," on his forehead. Now, in the video, Lu Ming's father had, "Father of the Pour Hanging," engraved on his forehead. She thought of Charlie all of a sudden, and felt that this matter seemed related to Charlie. So, when she saw Charlie coming out of the kitchen with food, she hurriedly walked to him and asked him in a low voice, "Charlie, tell me the truth, are you conflicting with Lu Ming and his father again?" "No." Charlie lied, "I haven't seen them at all." "Really?" Claire frowned, remembering that when he saw Charlie on Warnya's Rolls-Royce in the kitchen this morning, he couldn't help feeling jealous again. So she asked in a low voice, "Then I ask you, when you went out this morning, why was the Miss Song picking you up?" Charlie was stunned, and immediately said seriously, "She came to pick me up because today her grandfather invited me to his birthday banquet." "Really?" Claire didn't quite believe it. Charlie hurriedly said, "Why would I lie to you? Didn't I tell you that there is a friend who is going to have a birthday? He is the old master of the Song family." Claire had a taste in her heart and mumbled and asked, "Why is Warnya so good to you? She even drove to the door to pick you up. I think she even gave you the car door. It's very respectful. Does she like you? Huh?" "Hey." Charlie laughed and said, "Wife, who is your husband? A rag who doesn't even have a job, and it's a fool to show others feng shui or something. A few people, but they don't make the Song family like them? What kind of family is the Song family, the first family in Orus Hill? Think about how they can look at me, not to mention, I am a married person, in the Orus Hill, who doesn't know me, the soft rice king." Claire hurriedly said, "Don't be so presumptuous of yourself." Charlie smiled and said, "I didn't slander myself. Isn't this all the truth? Many people see me, and they just talk rubbish, rag, eating soft rice, and the son-in-law. Actually, I've been used to it for a long time." Claire said earnestly, "Anyway, you are my husband, you are not a waste, nor are you eating leftovers." Charlie nodded and said, "My wife knows how to appreciate me. I think in Orus Hill, the person who appreciates me most is you." After speaking, Charlie said again, "So you see, Miss Song, how can she look at rag like me?" Claire couldn't help saying, but I think she really respects you. She took the initiative to get off the car and open the door for you." Charlie snorted and said, "She respects me because her grandfather believes in me. Her grandfather is getting older and he believes in feng shui, fortune and fate more and more, and I am the one he trusts, so he respects me. Naturally, his granddaughter should be polite to me too. If she neglects me, her grandfather will blame her." Claire nodded slightly. Charlie's explanation seemed to be believable. Everything can be said and explained. Thinking of this, she dispelled a lot of doubts in her heart. In fact, she was in a bad mood all day today. When shopping with Elsa, she also seemed a little uninterested and worried. The main reason was that she always felt that Warnia seemed to really mean something to Charlie. Otherwise, a woman has the strongest sixth sense. She just looked from a distance and felt that Warnia seemed to like Charlie. And it really made her guess right. Fortunately, Charlie's brain reacted quickly, and he immediately deleted with her doubts in her heart. In fact, Charlie knows Warnia's affection for him deep in his heart. He is not a fool either, he also feels many things. He can see that Warnia must have a heart for him, and this intention is very strong. Of course, he didn't have any thoughts of betraying Claire, so to Warnia, he had always pretended to be stupid, pretending to be confused. Fortunately, Warnia was more graceful and restrained, and did not take the initiative to express her feelings to him, so she gave him space to pretend to be confused. At this time, Claire felt much more relieved and said, "You, don't interact too closely with these upper-class people in the future. When they believe you, they will hold you, and when they don't believe you, they will throw you away. If they lose you, if they really want to throw you, you are likely to suffer a big loss." Charlie nodded hurriedly and said seriously, "My wife, don't worry, I will try to keep my distance from them in the future."